Hey guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of Earth. So if you're Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of March 3rd through the 5th, 2023. All right, so let's see what messages they have for you. Overall energy is the King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Then you have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Moon, the Magician. We have the Lovers. Oh, Six of Swords, and hidden underneath was the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to leave that there because I feel like that is a story in itself. Okay, so I feel like the overall energy is about two people who are distant from each other, but both may be watching each other. There's also the possibility of two people coming towards you, or at least one of these people, you're aware of it, but you're just kind of quiet and waiting. I feel that if you were waiting on a response from someone or waiting on some sort of explanation, an apology, like it's coming towards you. Someone is like making some sort of peace offering, or someone feels like they need to share something with you. I feel like you're also dealing with some sort of emotional highs and lows. Seems like someone's coming forward to share something with you, and after that, you start feeling some type of way, having some sort of insecurities or anxieties. It just seems like you become emotionally unstable. Seems like you're dealing with, illusions, or you're trying to figure out, what someone's intentions are. Someone definitely could be sending mixed signals or just being very indirect. Pay attention to people's actions and behaviors, because truthfully, I feel like you're doing some sort of shadow work. People are here to mirror something that you're dealing with on a subconscious level. Even if, let's say, people are being rude to you or people are being mean to you, and you're like, I'm being so nice. I said hello, I smiled, and people are being mean to me. I feel like maybe, are you being nice to yourself though? Are you treating yourself well? Because people might be showing you that, you don't love yourself, or, just something, and that's just an example. But people are being mirrors for you this weekend. People are triggering you to help you realize that, maybe you're dealing with emotions that you're trying to avoid, or you're not dealing with them, but you're trying to avoid them, trying to suppress them. Or maybe you're in denial of something that you're feeling or going through. Maybe you miss your twin or your soulmate, or someone that you deeply cared about. Seems like you are also very in tune with other people's emotions this weekend. So the feelings that you're feeling may actually be coming from someone else, and it gets very confusing. It's like you would swear that these are your feelings. Let's say, not even a love situation. let's say there's been some sort of disaster in another part of the world, and all these people are crying and in fear, and all weekend you didn't know nothing about this. All weekend you've been crying and just feeling bad and feeling like you need food or you're about to run out of food, just a bunch of feelings that you have. And then you turn on the news and you find out that there's been this big disaster. People are out of food. The lights are out. People are in darkness. That's what you were feeling. So for some of you, you might discover that you're some sort of an empath. Also, if Saturn is transiting your 12th house, your moon, or even like your ascendant, I feel that you feel the effects of it. Like you start to feel all those hidden karmas collectively, and it bothers you. It's not an easy feeling. It's a troubling experience when Saturn transits your 12th house. Or if you have that natally, you can still feel this like all the time. Or Saturn on the moon. It's always like bothering your emotions. Now, in a love situation, I still feel like two people are connected, but there's some sort of fear between these two people. Abandonment issues, wanting to come forward, but there's a fear of abandonment. Someone also could be communicating with you indirectly, coming to you or appearing to you in dreams. Or maybe you just feel this person's energy around you. Maybe you feel this person thinking about you and trying to manifest you. Somebody might just be sitting around talking about, call me, call me, call me. And you feel super emotional and wondering why you keep thinking about somebody, wondering if you should reach out to them, feeling like, I hope they're okay, you know. And maybe even if this person isn't intentionally doing it, but I kind of feel like they could be, even if they aren't intentionally doing it, maybe they're thinking about you during a difficult time and you can just feel it because they're putting all that energy into their troubles, and with you being attached to it, you feel it. Especially if you had a telepathic bond with someone in the first place. Be careful when I start to say time travel, but I mean, I guess it can be considered that. But if you know how to astral travel, be careful when you're doing it. Try to anchor yourself or ground yourself, or don't go too far from your body. And you have to do your own research. I can only speak on hearsay about that. In the times that I have astral traveled, it was unintentional. So, but I've heard of near-death experiences, or at least feeling, and I don't even know if you're really going to do that, but maybe it just feels that way because you become detached or too far away from your body. Either there is another earth sign who is watching you, keeping tabs on you, following you on social media under alias accounts, or you as an earth sign are doing this to somebody. If you do happen to meet someone this weekend, I feel that this person's going to leave an impression on you. I feel like you're going to continue to think about the conversation that you had, or think about how this person looks. It's something about them, you just keep thinking about it. And it could be something significant. If a relationship develops, it's definitely an important one. If it doesn't, like I said, if it's just like two ships passing in the sea, it's enough to leave an impression on you. You're like always going to think about that person, and wonder what that person's doing, if you'll ever run into them again. Like they just like really leave that impression on you. But I feel like it's because you knew each other in a previous life, and you might not have a soul contract or an agreement in this lifetime, but you still end up crossing paths. But it's funny, I do see this being as an agreement. So I feel that you're going to be put in alignment with someone who you have an agreement with. You could be traveling this weekend, or someone could be traveling towards you. It also seems like somebody has to become their alter ego in order to get something accomplished. Like maybe as yourself, you feel like you cannot do this or that or whatever. But as your alter ego, it's easy. You just become a different person. Now, unfortunately, somebody might have this medically. Some sort of personality disorder. You may have ignored someone's apology in the past, and now you're wondering if you'll hear from them again. Or wondering if someone has moved on. Maybe you feel that person moving on and you're just thinking about them. Maybe you want them back, maybe you don't. But it just seems like in the past you ignored someone's apology. There also could be some sort of negotiating taking place, and just being afraid of making a wrong decision. You could be negotiating on where you're going to go for vacation. You could be negotiating where to move to. As a couple, there may be secrets, an exchange of secrets. Like someone decides to open up and share a little bit, then the other person decides that they're going to open up and share a little bit, but it's two people who are sharing their deepest secrets with each other, and it's a scary thing. Yeah. Somebody could be holding on to some heavy emotions, hiding them, or someone suffers from like severe trust issues or severe abandonment issues. You also may be feeling deeply romantic this weekend. Even if you don't cry, maybe you feel like you need to, or you wished you could. But you might be experiencing some heavy emotions or feeling very romantic. Some of you are very secretive about your soulmate or who they are. Like, you know, this person is your soulmate, even though you don't really talk about it to other people. And again, I'm getting that energy of trying to warm up to trusting someone. That's why I feel like somebody is like, okay, maybe if I share this, they'll share this with me. And then next thing you know, we'll both be exchanging secrets. Seems like you may have had a dream too that you don't want to talk about. Maybe you don't understand why you had that dream or why you were dreaming about somebody. Either both parties are pretending not to care about each other when they really do, or both parties are acting opposite of what they feel. Two people are kind of like a master at what they do. Somebody keeps creating these fake accounts and then closing them. It almost seems like a cry for help for somebody. I keep getting like fake account, ghost accounts being blocked. I also see a shared account, like several people are using the same account to either bother you or spy on you. Something may put you at a crossroad this weekend. Seems like you're having to make some sort of decision and you're trying to make it objectively. It also seems like an opportunity is going to be placed in front of you. But whatever it is, you are showing self-restraint or discipline. Is some kind of temptation. If you're trying to watch your weight, or not even your weight, just your diet in general, there may be something put in front of you that you're trying to resist. Even if you're vegan and you're trying not to, eat seafood even, you're like, okay, but you're being tempted. Maybe you're like a baby vegan. Is that what they call it? Yeah, but it seems like something's being placed in front of you, but you're showing discipline. You're being resistant. if someone is very insecure in their relationship, they could try to set you up. They could put their cousin up to talk to you, their attractive cousin, to see if you're going to take the bait. But if you're in a committed relationship, I feel that you're going to remain loyal. Somebody is trying to do something to get you to come out of hiding. In a minute, I'm going to also start to feel like somebody works for an extermination company. I feel like somebody is gradually coming forward, but they're being very cautious because they've been hurt or dealt with some sort of trust issues. But someone is slowly coming out from hiding, starting to speak again. Let's say you don't normally interact on social media. You just are one of those people who scrolls and lurks. Maybe you had something against the people that you were friends with, but now something's happening where you decide that maybe you'll start to speak again, or maybe you'll start to share something on social media again. But because people have blocked you or ignored you in the past, you're just kind of self-conscious about what you share on social media. And then I get like somebody is playing possum. Somebody is pretending like they're gone, like they don't exist, like they don't have social media anymore, but they do. Somebody is like swearing up and down, I don't have social media, I'm not on there. And then they're like, well, I mean, under my real name anyway, but I have a fake account that I use all the time. So I kind of feel like somebody does have social media, or somebody has been very quiet, they disappeared. They may have deactivated one account, but they actually use another one to spy. And I feel like that's what's going on. Somebody is just using like their secret or hidden account. Somebody is not really gone. They're still here. In the case that this is about a spirit or a ghost, they're hiding around somewhere. They're like maybe in your room. They follow you. I know that sounds scary, but there is a spirit around you. And then also I get that something had to come to an end to get you to go in a different direction. So in a sense, I kind of feel like spirit had to trick you to get you to be where you are, or spirit is having to trick you to get you on the path that you're supposed to be on. All right, let's look at some energy cards. All right, what additional messages are there for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? You have cornucopia, patience, storm warning, overall energy, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Okay. So it does seem like maybe someone wants to speak or communicate, but the throat chakra is blocked due to, fear of rejection or abandonment or like trust issues. But something may happen that just forces you to speak or communicate or come out of hiding, like I said. This can also be in reversed. Seems like career-wise, somebody can get paid for their voice, or someone maybe gets paid to vlog. Someone also may be afraid of their voice or doesn't like the sound of their voice. But and that's the only thing holding someone back from making money. Like maybe someone has very interesting stories to tell, but they're like, I don't like my voice. It's too heavy, or it's too light, or it's too raspy. Like somebody just is insecure about the way they sound. But I do feel that spirit is going to force someone to speak or come through. Now, also on a more not sinister level, but if you have someone who's been calling you anonymously, I feel like somebody knows that you're going to recognize their voice, so they don't say anything. Or like you met someone, you've been interacting with somebody on social media, and you're like finally ready to be like, okay, we need to, talk on the phone, or can you FaceTime me or something? I feel like somebody is embarrassed about their voice, or they think that you're going to recognize their voice. So it could be somebody that you already know. I see sudden abundance, and I also feel that there's going to be some sort of unexpected event that happens this weekend. It could be a sudden windfall of money. It could be a literal storm. Something also could come off as overnight success, but it just appears that way. Yeah. I feel like there's going to be some sort of sudden good news or pleasant outcome. Whatever has been blocked will be removed, especially that throat chakra. I feel like someone, the blockage is bursting, it's coming apart, and someone can speak, and someone has a lot to say. There may be value in your words. Yeah, that's mainly what I'm getting. I was just looking, trying to see if I was getting any more messages. But yeah, that's all. So hopefully these messages help. I was going to say feel free to leave your feedback. However, I'm turning off the comments temporarily. But thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.